Amir Williams going for the tip-off. It's Titans, it's Lightning, it's right now on your Wednesday evening. Marique Isom providing a screen to give some real estate to Tate. Back to Isom, wing three, splash.
That is a great looking form. We talked about it last
Still a 3-0 contest right now here early, John, 90+ seconds in. The three's away, and it's nothing but nylon this time for Chad Frazier. Walker's score on the board, although be at a high score. Walker gets rejected, or I apologize, that was Ferguson. Regardless, it's Amir Williams getting us the block party, and Jalen Tate hits the trifecta the other way.
Running players around the rim, and they give it a turnover. Amir Williams,
and they make them pay.
Yes.
Was that ball going to hit every part of the rim before it went in? Only 2-ball shot of this game so far has come through Terry Thomas. Now Amir Williams tries to change that down low, and we see the big-on-big action. But especially that crescendo game at the end between the Battle of the Bigs was something to see as Jalen Tate coasts in for the easy two. But, you know, and not only does he have a nice haircut, he's got good defensive hands. Up to Chris Jones. He elects to take the three, and why not with a shot like that?
And again,
Jones gets this one from Terry Thomas, kicks it to Isom. He's already good for three. He's now 2 of 3. Now Terry Thomas should get credit for the block. Sprinting up the court, it's hammer time from Terry Thomas. Jones using a Williams screen, the stutter step, feeds it to Williams, throw it down, big fella.
You see them make
it for the rest of the first half at least. Isom didn't see the Chris Jones pass, allows the disruption from Ferguson to lead up the court to Kindred, easy peasy. 30 minutes last game, I was 5 of 15 from downtown. Who the heck is this new guy?
Well, it's always a competition on the bench, right?
In the first round, 22nd overall in the 2018 NBA G League draft, as Lance Adams, that's why he's out there, partner, makes the bucket.
Yeah, to count as...
which isn't a good sign.
No.
Tate using the Williams screen, 6 seconds left. Stop, pop, and lock it, yes.
I thought he left it a little too late there, but...
You're watching NBLC TV, brought to you by Cujo Entertainment. The turnaround jumper is good from Chris Jones. Basketball Jones. Horseshoes and grenades, my friend.
And tiddlywinks, yeah.
John Jones gets the tiddlywinks to rattle down and go down.
That's true. Pieces are in there. Don't you remember that?
Trying to salvage the rest of this quarter are the Titans, and they do at the buzzer. Yeah. Very impressive for Ronald Artest. Where they just, well, handed the first Canadian loss, if you will, to the London Lightning after coming off the first American loss to the command of this game, partner, about 5 minutes in. Remember, it was a 20-4 run to start this contest. That is another floater from Jones is good. Air behind it, John. That was a $1 million move with a 10-cent finish from Davin Diller. Showing him how it's done the other way is Terry Thomas. Weekend in Lansing and Flint. Then they go up to Nickeltown against Sudbury. Back down to Windsor as Cameron Forte goes to the recycling bin. Frazier, 31 points. Ferguson, 23 in that 103-102 victory. Cameron Forte, you like the spin cycle. So Jones had 24 points. Amir Williams had 22. Cameron Forte had 18. And Terry Thomas had 20. John, they still lost by 1 point.
So far offensively, they've been very effective as well.
Nice pass from Thomas. Can Isom cap it off? He does. Chad Frazier with his nice John Van Houwelingen vintage flat top will get the 3 points to drop.
And bring it back home and translate it to the court.
Well, Peter DeBoer was the head coach of the Las Vegas Golden Knights, and something he gives a huge Gary, Indiana native so far in this game for the Titans is now 0 for 2 from down. Get the chance for Neil Foreman to try and reorganize his crew. Amir Williams like a bull in the china shop. For the biscuit, it's Frazier pulling away the rock.
It's 4-on-1 here. What are we seeing?
And it's a layup as staying down on the other end of the court. And it's Ferguson back the other way. Isom hobbling back up the court. The numbers game is taken advantage to by Kindred.
Starters can come and go depending on matchup, who's playing well, who's hurt, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Step back three from Jones. It's a good one.
That's a dagger.
And then Williams on the other end says, give me the rock.
That was Jensen hustling back and tipping the ball loose.
Lance Adams for three.
Yes.
The London Lightning, this is a huge game. Last taste of Budweiser Gardens all the way till May 2nd. They're going to have a 6-game road trip for this guy, Lance Adams, of the season. And they might throw a nameplate on there, too. And if he hits threes, they will, but he didn't do it that time. Forte helps him out.
He hung up on the rim. It wasn't a clanker or a big miss.
Frazier, nylon ripper the other way.
He's capable of doing that.
The rest of the teams would start looking at the footage like you were saying, John, and be like, hey, we got to get him to his weak side. We can't keep feeding him to Tate. Tate looks around, goes into the key, kicks it out to Isom. Long twos away, rattles around and goes down as the shot clock expires. And then goes back. No love tonight for Davin Diller or the rest of his teammates as Amir Williams breaks out the hammer. He'll have the victory.
Yep.
Williams provides a screen to Tate, who's trying to get rid of
So tough.
Chad Frazier.
Three-point shot as well. Played a number of years for London, of course, and for Kitchener a year.
Yeah, finished his career in a KW.
Thomas, of course, with the youngster, Josiah Mastre-Andu.
Jones pulls up and shoots it down. Tallied is Davin Dillard. Nice pass to Jabari Craig. Craig slams it down. Some 21 on. It's only a 31-point lead. You got to stress about those 3-ball misses, John.
No, I wouldn't.
No, that's sarcasm. That's
reason
pure sarcasm. I have a 30-plus point
anytime
lead.
it's within the scope of the offense and in rhythm, absolutely.
Jones! I mean, this guy's on
Can't
fire.
stop him from getting wherever he wants.
And after beating the Flint United as this hoop and the harm's going to count for Jesse Jones. Jones sprinting up the court. Look at this speed from John. If they had this guy running their offense. London playing I don't know if you'd call it sportsman-like, but they really are trying to drill 20 seconds off of each shot possession. This one toilets around and goes down. It's a hoop in the heart.
Back and forth flow, and it's a close game. You can take your time getting your offense set up. And that time, everybody cleared out for Tate, and then he just waited.
John, there's only 56 points on the board with 10:50 remaining in the game. As the Isom one-hander's good.
Just allowed to at any time.
London shot out to a 20-4 run to start this game. Now Kitchener-Waterloo that he rolled in the first half of play.
Well, that's interesting. What I'm seeing here is this is the starting lineup, right, that we saw.
Jones, nylon ripper, gets a ceiling fan on that last shot. Landon from Jesse Jones, it's good.
Wow, and he was
the essence for the Titans. Even with that being said, let's say London completely goes goose eggs the rest of the way. Titans still have to make up the points on the board and the clock's their enemy. Players foul out with 18 personal fouls combined, and yet Sudbury kept that game close. Ray Thomas pulls away the board. Thomas bounced past the Williams off the window.
See, he's doing it.
He's a test look on his face. As Jones, this one is good with Terry Thomas right in his grill. Amir Williams. Jones has been hot as of late. Look at the speed on this guy, John. That's been the most impressive thing.
I think I did see that movie, yeah.
Marique Isom, 3 balls good.
Man, oh man, he's really developing.
Seeing more of the urban unit rather than the Van Halen unit. As Audie gets it down off the window. Second, where the John and John show will again commence. As Ron Artest, nice move to lose Jordan Jensen White. It's a hoop. Spinning around, trying to get some real estate, and somehow Jordan Jensen White letting the pieces set up on the chess table. He's going to drive after the basket. Nice reverse layup around Neufeld on the second night of a back-to-back before going on a 6-game road trip. Where, like you said, they're going to have the experience of being the opposition. Still a lot of kilometers to make up there.
BC's his home, right?
That's right. Pitt Meadows. Hey, in this life, you ask for a lot and you usually get a little. As this will go off the rim, battling 2 lightning procs beneath the basket, willing this one bully ball style.
Rebound by Jordan Jensen White. It fell into his lap because he's boxing out. KW had done some of that homework earlier. They would have
Marcus Audie for 3. After beating the Flint United by 30 points, the London Lightning serve a 25-point victory over the Titans here on your Wednesday night. A beautiful win.